Everyone. So for today's video, I will be talking about signs that he's just not into you and how to play hard to get in those types of situations. Um, Ladies, I hate to break it to you, but sometimes the guy that we've been longing for doesn't always feel the same way as we do, which is fine because then that just means that they're not meant to be for us, and that just means that more doors open when it comes to like figuring out the kind of guy that we want. Yeah, I've had many experiences like that in my past as well, so I am like excited to share with you guys um all the signs that I've actually picked up over time. So let us begin. Okay, so signs that a guy isn't interested in you. Well, for one thing, if he doesn't text you often and you find yourself constantly texting him, then that's a sign that he is not that into you. Um, and he may be busy. He is probably like, who knows, seeing other girls. That's also a big factor. But if he's not interested in you, then he most likely won't communicate with you at all. Or maybe like he will, just like hi and bye and what's up, and then it'll take him like hours to respond to you. Yeah, I mean, you'll know if a guy is interested in you right off the bat when he messages you like 24/7. Another key sign that I think is major, and this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves too, is when a guy that you're talking to is communicating with other girls and following other girls on social media and just like, I guess, going on dates with other girls and still being active online. Oh, that's the worst. I don't know if you ladies have ever had that experience, but for me, that's like, yeah. So I think for me, that's probably my biggest pet peeve and the biggest sign to know that a guy is just not into you. Um, they probably don't know what they want in their life, even though they say that they want relationships after a couple of times. I mean, after a few months, but yeah. And when you call them out on it, they get very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Anal? Keen? Defensive. That's the word I was looking for. They get very, very defensive. Um, yeah, and so that's a sign um, that they're probably not interested in you. And another sign is that they probably just want a booty call, or when you text them in the middle of the night, or they don't ask you to go anywhere other than like the bedroom or um like out to a restaurant to eat and then have get intimate after, you know? So yeah, little signs like that. He doesn't introduce you to his family nor his friends. He doesn't talk about you to anyone as much, but he will um, only message you when he wants something out of that. And so, yeah, like he'll never make the effort to come visit you. And even if you're long distance, he'll probably like fool around, you know? Guys are different, I guess. And my viewpoints have changed a bit since I've started dating, but I'm still the same person, you know? So those are some possible signs that I think guys are just not interested. I mean, they all go hand in hand, right? Like you'll know, and you basically know over time the kind of guy that you um, want in your life. Like for me, because I have had so many bad experiences, I kind of um, drew out all the negatives and like put together all the positives that I wanted in a guy. Really wrote it down in a journal. I don't know why I said really there, but I did write it down in my notebook, like what type of guy I would be interested in and like one that suits me. And so my advice to you ladies is to write out your pros and cons, or maybe like a standard type list or something about the kind of guy that you're interested in. And yeah, also I think another big key point or a big sign, I don't know why I keep saying key point, I'm sorry guys, um One sign also is that if you guys are dating for 3 months and there's no label, that's a sure sign he's not interested, and he probably just wants to be friends and still continue to be intimate. And that is when it's okay for you girls to actually be talking to other guys. Because my biggest thing is that you can do whatever you want until there's a label. So, yes, ladies, you are free to do what you want. Now, the turning point to that is, how do we play hard to get? So, to play hard to get, I love not texting a guy for hours. It drives them nuts. I mean, if they were really interested, it would actually like boggle their mind a lot. Trust me. So this trick really works. Don't message the guy constantly. You gotta play like you're not interested. And that's like the best part of it. Like, you gotta play hard to get. So never tell a guy like your life story on a first date. Be mysterious as you can. If he messages you, just say hi back, or like, and if he asks you what's up, just say like, oh, just reading a book, I'm doing okay, stuff like that. You want him to be intrigued with you. You don't want him to like get to know you for the whole day and then you guys won't have anything to talk about after like before the second date, sorry. Yeah, so I mean, it worked for me, so I'm pretty sure those tactics will work for you ladies. And also, if you do have him on social media, to post a lot of pictures, make him jealous, like if he's interested in you, he will like, I guess, notice your photos and say, hey, like, I've noticed that you were here with your friends. It looks like you're having fun. And that's a good way to start off a conversation. But for me, I think like the biggest thing is to just not show a guy that you're interested, and to love yourself first before anyone else. And also, just pretend that he's your friend. Don't expect anything more than you guys being friends for now, That's sort of like what I learned over the years. And hey, my technique worked. Oh, going back to signs that he's not interested in you. If he doesn't like your photos on Instagram or like Facebook or any social media platform, but you find that he likes pictures of other women, not necessarily models, but like local women or like people he's met online, then that's a sure sign, ladies, that he's not interested in you. And that means that he needs to go out the door. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think are signs that a guy isn't interested, and how you can play hard to get in that type of scenario. And also another thing is too, if he's not interested, then you move on. And if you are playing hard to get after such a long period of time, then just move on. Honestly, like there shouldn't be a reason for you to stick around. And dating, trying to find the right guy, that's a numbers game. You just have to push in the right buttons. Whether you meet a guy online or not, then yeah, everything is just how it is. Well, good night. Stay tuned, because on my next video, I will be, I guess, talking about the difference between a fake and authentic Chanel purse, or I could be making something, or teaching you guys a new language. So yeah, stick around, it'll be fun. Or ranting about sports, like how the Nuggets lost to the Lakers. Okay, good night.